Like probably many people, one of our favorite activities to do around the campfire is make s'mores. Well, what if we gamified that? Well, someone did in Roast from Small Rice Games. Let's go ahead and see how it plays briefly, and then I'll share my thoughts afterwards. Alright, here we are set up for a game of Roast. Setup is very simple. You're going to shuffle the deck of cards, and you're going to insert an amount of Fire Burns Low cards based on player count. And it's going to basically be one per player. I had this set up for a 2-player game, so there's 2 already shuffled in there. So we'll just set these ones off to the side. Campfire goes in the middle. Each person gets 2 sticks and gets dealt 7 cards for their hand. If a player receives a Fire Burns Low card or a Hungry Bear in their hand in the initial hand, they'll set those aside, draw until they don't get it, and then put it back and shuffle it into the deck. Whoever the last person to have eaten chocolate is, will start. So, on your turn, the first thing you're going to do is make sure you have 7 cards. When you're drawing cards up, draw them one at a time, because if you draw a Fire Burns Low card, your turn will end. If you draw a Hungry Bear card, you'll have to discard food, and drawing ends, but you can continue on with your turn, so you do want to draw them one at a time. After you have drawn, you are going to do 2 actions. Those actions can be play any special card from your hand. So, for instance, if you look at these couple of marshmallows, they are marshmallows, but they also have special abilities. This one is swap sticks with another player. This is assassinate 1 mallow on any player's stick. Then, so say I did assassinate that. If someone had an oven knight, they would normally be able to block it, but the ninja is the one thing that the oven knight can't block. So instead, let's say I had played the Captain Jack, swap sticks with another player. They could then play the oven knight on me to stop that from happening. Another action you can do is you can put marshmallows on your stick. Marshmallows come in a wide variety. You have your basic mallow, you have your special ones, and you have King Mallow, who is worth 3 regular mallows. You choose, you can put anywhere from 1 to 3 on a stick. So we would say, I'm going to take these 3 mallows, put them on my stick. You're going to put them face down like so. The other thing you can do on your turn is you can remove marshmallows from a stick card after they've moved up some and you have some color on them where they score points. In that instance, you need to combine whichever ones you take with a Grandma and Grandpa Graham and chocolate. You'll score points. Marshmallows are worth 1 point normally. King Mallow is worth 3. There are some special pairings you can get that you will discover as you play. Another action you can do is you can make side deals, trade cards with other players. And finally, the other thing you can do is you can discard up to 3 cards and draw 3 new cards. So I discard 2, and we'll draw 1, and we'll draw 2. These are a couple other action type cards you can play. You have Soggy Mallows, which is you ruin all the mallows on any player's stick. Again, the Oven Knight should be able to block that. You also have Trash Pandas. Draw any card from the discard pile. At the end of your turn, all of your marshmallows are going to slide up 1 spot, and now you'll see ×1. The marshmallows, each one of those is going to be ×1. As this moves up, you get higher amounts. Once it gets to roasted, if you wait 1 more turn, they become toasted, and you have ruined your marshmallows. But let's say at this point I decide to make a s'more. I will take these off. They are ×9. So I have 3, 4, 5. 5 times 9 is 45. I have my s'more, and I'll just set this aside. You are going to play until the designated amount of Fire Burn Lows cards get pulled out. As I said, 2-player game, so 2 will come out. The game will then end, and you'll add up your total points. Most points is the top s'more maker. That is the basics. There's a few cards I didn't go over that you can discover in the deck. Outside of that, let's get to my thoughts. So there you go. That is briefly how you play Roast. So to start off with, we loved the artwork on this. The little drawings of the little mallows, the Graham and Grandpa graham crackers, the lighter fluid exploding stuff, even the camp burning low, the Hungry Bear. All of that artwork just has that cool, cutesy kind of feel that just draws you in and just makes you feel good. And then the fact they have like little flavor text on some of them and the way they say things, and even having them be thematic. Like the ninja's going to assassinate a marshmallow, and of course the oven knight can't protect it because, ninjas are stealthy. You can't see them. So he gets in before the oven knight even gets there, assassinates, and is out before the knight even sees. So just that. There's the Kumbaya Mallow that you should have seen as they've been displaying up here. The King Mallow, that's worth 3 of them. So you're really going to be hunting for those and trying to do a big stick for those. And then there's almost a push your luck element because of some of those take back cards of, you have this stick going and you're going to push it and you're going to push it. Well, that is until someone comes over and steals it. But then if you are doing that stealing, you need to make sure that you manage it well, because if you accidentally steal it when it's too high and don't leave yourself with the ability to take it off or make that s'more right away, well, then you stole it for nothing, because guess what? Those mallows are toasted and you get bupkis. So it does have that strategic depth there that you may not initially think of when you look at it and think, oh yeah, I'll just throw any 3 marshmallows and just push them up. Okay, but as you're pushing them up, someone may soak them. Someone may, make their mallow and lighter fluid, toast everyone. And so there is, you have to really manage how far do you want to push it, especially once that you only have that 1 fire burns low card left. Like if you push it too much and that gets pulled, guess what? You're out of luck and you're not scoring those points, and that could be the deciding factor between winning and losing. So for having all this cutesy artwork and just looking at it and just, 2 actions, okay, that has that strategic depth. Like I said, the push your luck. The, maybe instead of putting all of your mallows in one basket or one stick, you kind of spread them out. That way, in case one gets stolen, you still have that backup. Making sure that you have that graham cracker and chocolate. So maybe you are going to have to start fishing for cards. Hope you get one of those trash pandas. Maybe you'll have to end up making a deal like, hey, I got a King Mallow, you got a chocolate and a graham cracker, that type of stuff. So there can be a lot of interaction. There is a decent amount of take that can be implemented in here. With that ninja, with the captain, where you're going to be switching sticks, the lighter fluid, the soaking them. So there is an element of take that adds to that fun family kind of party-esque nature that I could see people pulling this card out for. And as you saw, it's a big stack of cards too, so you are going to have time to implement stuff. I mean, unless you get really unlucky with the shuffle and 2 cards are right up top, but that is highly unlikely. But so you are going to have that massive deck to be able to kind of implement strategies, try and, sabotage your neighbors, do the whole take that. So there is that really cool element of strategy that is present in a game that on its surface might kind of just seem light and fluff. So, in conclusion, this is definitely one of those games that we'd like to keep around and play when we have, people over, maybe during a barbecue, kind of that cookout area, just having that kind of family or that party element to it. I will say we did play it at 2 players, and that was okay. This definitely does, I believe, will excel at more players, because our 2-player one, I mean, really at that point, you're just sabotaging each other, and you're not really getting like that table cheering factor, because it's literally just happening to you. So you're like, all right. So it does feel more of a game that you are going to want to play with more than 2 people. But anyways, that is Roast. If you check down below, you'll see a link to the campaign. You will also see all of the stuff to do for the channel, such as liking the video, liking our channel, ringing the bell, commenting on this video, or even sharing the video to spread the mallow love. So, until next time, get roasted!